Hi, I am Miguel. I am a member of the APM monitoring team. Today I want to talk about our chart builder, which is a feature we're exploring during this iteration. Normally, when we create dashboards, we have to do it in a very static way by editing YAML files or by creating metrics through a form. And today I want to show my concept for a new chart builder that is dynamic and that we expect will help our users build their dashboards more easily. The spike that I'm referring to is going to be explored in this milestone. We don't have any UX for it yet, and we only have a very basic concept. So today I want to show what is my idea to build it and what are the things we should do in order to create it. So first of all, a small refresher. When we want to create a new dashboard panel, we want to do it through a YAML file that defines a few data or features that we're using in the panel. This is an example of one panel that is going to become an area, that is going to be displayed as an area chart. It has a title and it has other data. And importantly, it has the query that we will use to fetch metrics from Prometheus. And this data can be a bit more complex or a bit more simple depending on the panel type that you want. But in general, I think it's not necessarily evident how to write new YAMLs or how to create new YAML files that are using this format. So I think enabling users to create the YAML more easily is a powerful way to get them going with more new dashboards. So my concept is a new page, which we would say it's called a builder. The page has basically 3 elements, has a place where we can set a few parameters for it. In this case, I define the time so that people can visualize any time range they want. The actual panel where we display data and that it will actually look like a real panel of the dashboard. And then some YAML input that is going to be the panel that they will create, the panel or the chart. In this case, I'm using a JSON format because it's easier to transform in the front end, but in moving forward and as we build this tool, we will actually do a real YAML input. Here I have added a panel information. I'm not using the query range that we sent to Prometheus, but we have the range already here in this key, and I'm going to submit it to Prometheus. This is actually going to Prometheus. That's why it takes a few seconds to load. And here we see the actual data, and this is a real chart and a real panel that users will be able to use to preview the actual output. Let me see. So if the user wants to change the input, they will be able to change it. Let's say here. Let's put just a 1, and I'm going to submit it again. And then they will immediately see the real panel that they will see with their changes. The more interesting area starts when we can change the type, and for the same data, I'm able to go to and create or show a single stats, which is another type of visualization. Let's wait a few seconds for it to load. Yeah, here we have the actual stat with the title that we chose. And the idea is that users will be able to constantly update or edit their YAML input, and then when they click submit, they will be able to see an update. Of course, this form could evolve to having more fields to make it a little bit more easier so that people are not editing the YAML directly, but a list of fields that they want. It could be more simple or more advanced, but I think this is a very good first iteration. Interestingly, the code to build this new feature is not much. It takes a few pieces here and there from the rest of the code, and it defines a new page, which will be submitted in an MR that is attached next to this video. So we have things like services that allow us to communicate with Prometheus directly. Here I mock a few things. I mock the backend parsing the YAML. I also propose that we don't use just this single page component, but that we also create other components inside so that as they get more complex, we can keep our code more simple. And this is just a simple concept, so it doesn't have any localization and so on or any tests, but this is a POC that I think would be useful for users to understand and for our team to understand how the panel builder can be created. Thanks a lot for watching and hope you can take a look at the MR.